Hello, boys. This is welcome to this session. This is your life deciding and career deciding session. And in this session, we are going to talk about your UPSC-NDA biology related syllabus. And as you all know, the weightage for our subject is 40 to 44 marks. And as you all know, there are two papers. Paper 1 is math, paper 2 is GAT. GAT is GAT, General Ability Test. So in that GAT, which is of 600 marks, 200 marks is from science background, that is physics, chemistry and biology. And from our biology, it will be 40 to 44 marks every year. On an average, 10 to 11 questions will be asked, each question having 4 marks weightage. This is an average, it can be more or less. So what are the topics that you have to study to score maximum marks in biology? The first one is difference between living and non-living. This is of course very primitive one, way back from class 6th you have been studying, but here you need to focus on the technical aspects of living things and non-living things. And second, basis of life, protoplasm, cytoplasm, cells and tissues. So in this topic, we are going to talk about the liquid that is present in the entire cell to start with. That's protoplasm. Proto means first formed, plasm means liquid that is formed first in the beginning of the origin of life. And cytoplasm, cyto, cell, plasm, liquid that is present inside the cell. And cells, we are going to talk about prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells, and what is the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic, why do you call them as prokaryotic and eukaryotic. And then tissues, various plant tissues and animal tissues, their properties will be discussed. And then third topic is growth and reproduction in plants as well as in animals. So here we are going to talk about the properties of growth, the components of growth, what is exactly responsible for growth, etc. in plants and animals. And whenever we talk of growth in plants, all class 11th background, you will come to know that it is the meristematic tissue. So we are going to talk about the meristematic tissues here. And when we talk of reproduction in plants, we'll be talking about fertilization, syngamy, double fertilization, how the zygote is formed, how fruit is formed, how seed is formed, all that. And reproduction in animals, we'll be talking about the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, what are all the organs involved in that, what is the significance of each organ, and what is the role of hormones. So we'll be studying all that under growth and reproduction in plants and animals. Then we talk of elementary knowledge of human body and its important organs. Again, this is a very primitive one, way back 9th class, 10th class knowledge is enough. We are going to talk about all the important internal and external organs that make human body, and we'll be talking about the importance of each organ, be it external or internal. Then we are going to shift to the latest one, which is threatening us, that's common epidemics. Right now we are having corona epidemic, COVID-19 epidemic. So their causes and prevention. We are all feeling how dangerous it is. It's causing threat to our own life. Hence, if we know the causes, then we can easily prevent it. We know that there is no medicine for COVID-19, but prevention is better than cure. So we go for the prevention. So we'll be studying about bacterial diseases, viral diseases, worm diseases, etc. And in each one, we'll be studying about where the origin is, what is the body structure, what causes, and how to prevent. Along with that, we need to know that there are certain organs certain organisms which will act as vectors or carriers. Like in malaria, female Anopheles mosquito, it acts as a carrier or vector so that it spreads from source to source, person to person. That's more dangerous. So the role of vectors or carriers will also be discussed. In chapter 6, topic 6, food, source of energy. Of course, all of us know we measure in terms of ATPs, adenosine triphosphate. As all of you know, whatever food that we eat, ultimately the end product of digestion is always glucose, and glucose on oxidation produces 36 ATPs, and this ATP is a chemical form. We call it energy currency. ATP is chemical energy currency, and components of it, what makes the food, constituents of the food. And as all of us being biology boys, we need to remember that in order to have healthy life, we should have balanced diet. So we'll be discussing about what makes our diet balanced and how to make a diet balanced. And then seventh one, it's a bit related to your physics, the solar system, meteors, comets, eclipses. And these, I think if you can focus on your class 10th physics chapters, I think you will be very, very familiar with all this. Yet we will be discussing about all this in our future discussions. And then achievement of eminent scientists. And this is very, very interesting, because unless we know the person who is involved and how much he has involved, how much he has sacrificed his personal life in discovering a medicine, a vaccine, an antibiotic for a particular disease-causing organism, we will not be realizing the value of that scientist. So we will be knowing the various eminent scientists, their contributions in the field of science, how they are responsible in saving our lives. And in relation to that, of course, we will be covering all these topics in a hidden form. And so whenever we were talking about the related chapters, please focus on these aspects. Topic 1, for example, a difference between living and non-living. You must remember that this is related to chapter 1, living world, that is class 11th. And chapter 2, basis of life, protoplasm, cytoplasm, cells and tissues. It is related to chapter number 6, anatomy of flowering plants. 7, structural organization in animals. And 8, cell, the unit of life. And you know, all these 3 chapters are related to class 11th. And then topic 3, if you come, that is topic 3 is growth and reproduction in plants and animals, and this is related to plant growth and development. Chapter number 15 related to class 11th. Chapter number 3, plant kingdom. And chapter number 2, sexual reproduction in flowering plants, of course class 12th. Human reproduction of class 12th. And the next topic, fourth topic, elementary knowledge of human body and its important organs. This is basically 9th and 10th class related syllabus. Organ systems in human body. We'll be discussing about that in detail. Then chapter number 5, that is common epidemics, their causes and prevention. This is chapter number 8, human health and diseases of class 12th. And topic number 6, food, source, energy for man, components of food, constituents, balanced diet. I think this is related to chapter number 16 of class 11th, digestion and absorption. And also, if you recollect, class 10th, food, the same topic is there, balanced diet. So you can focus on class 10th topic also. And topic number 7 is related to, as I said, astrophysics of class 10th level. And finally, topic number 8, achievement of eminent scientists. It's a general topic with the focus on scientists whose names appear in class 10th, 11th and 12th CBSE syllabus. Like chapter in 12th class, when we talk of genetics, we get the name Gregor John Mendel. Like that, in every topic of class 11th, 10th and 12th, we'll pick up those names and talk about their contributions. And of course, not to forget, we need to discuss about Nobel laureates who got Nobel Prize in Science. Hence, we'll be discussing about all those eminent scientists, their contributions, and how much we should be thankful for him. And this is how we are going to do that. So all the related topics I have given, go through that, and whenever I am doing the videos, please focus on this. And I too will be mentioning whether that particular topic is related to UPSC-NDA or not. So let's start with this good note. Please note down, write down on a paper all this. Related chapters also you write down. Identify the topics. Then in our next session, I will be putting some questions. Already I have put in your WhatsApp group 45 NDA UPSC questions related to last 10 years question papers. So I hope you have answered. I know one or two boys gave me reply, but what about others? So please give me a reply, answer those, and then in our next session we'll be talking about those 45 questions with answers and why particular answer is only correct, other alternatives or choices are not correct. Okay.